morning, everybody. Welcome back. It's 13 below zero here at the hobby farmhouse. 7:30 in the morning, and I'm just leaving to head to the farmhouse. Right now up at the farmhouse, the actual air temperature is minus 21 Fahrenheit with wind chill, or the feels like, being 39 below. That's according to my phone. And here they're saying that the wind chill is around that 25 to 30 below zero range. I was just listening to the radio and they were giving temperatures around the state here, and up in the area by where the tent is, right now it's 26 below is the actual air temperature. I'm glad, and 1 week ago today I was driving up to the tent. I definitely picked the right week to go up there. I'm going to stop in here at the store before I get to the farmhouse and pick a few things up, so I'll be out in a few minutes. All filled up with diesel. When it gets as cold as it's going to get tonight, it's always good to have a full tank to avoid moisture getting in that tank. I got my stuff unloaded. I'm gonna run up into town here and meet Melissa for lunch because it's already after 11. I better park my truck right here and get it plugged in. I have to remember to go plug in my truck. It's -1 right now, but tonight is supposed to be the cold night where we're going to be at least 20 below zero actual air temp, according to the news. And with the way that breeze is, the wind chill is going to definitely be down in that 40 plus below zero range. Got another bucket here. This one has I put the ramen noodles in. What are the flavored rice packages? Some taco packets. Melissa said we don't use them anyway. Might as well throw them in there.
Oh, they walk up a ramp.
Oh, they do. That could be kind of nice. Yeah, it just said spiral ham ends or pieces or whatever, so I'm sure it's just the stuff that falls off when they're packaging them. Little girl stole Joni's bed, so she was didn't know what to do, so I brought out the other one. Now she's happy. Okay, everyone, it's a little bit after 10:30. Just about to go to bed. Tonight, Melissa was talking on the phone with for quite a while. And tomorrow I'll talk about the news. I talked about it in the tent video. And all I'll say is that Joni is going to have a companion within a couple of days. At 5:30 it was minus 22.6. I thought for sure it would go down, and it still might go down as the sun comes up, but now it's warmed up to 20.5. Well, Melissa, she left for work quite a while ago, and it's Valentine's Day, so I asked her if she wanted to go to Buffalo Wild Wings for lunch today, because we both like that place. And since Menards is right, or Buffalo Wild Wings is right next to Menards, we have this sink here that has a leaky faucet, and to get to a store like that it's like a half-hour drive. So I was going to do some other things this morning, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to take the sink apart, because I can go there. When the faucet leaks like this, you have to replace the cartridge usually, so I may as well pull the cartridge before I go down there to meet her, and then I can get a new one. That should be the culprit, but I shut off the hot water side, and I am definitely going to buy both sides, so that I might as well put them both in new at the same time. So I was telling you guys last night that Joni has a new friend coming, and quite a while before Nellie got sick, Melissa has been working with a rescue down in Texas on a Rottweiler that was hit by a car. It's a male, about 3 years old. It had broken ribs and just a mess. Anyway, then Nellie, the reason why is because we knew that Nell was getting sick, not sick, but she's getting very old. She was way past how old her breed of dog should actually live. So anyway, that Nell got sick and everything and passed away. You guys all know about that. So now, about 2 weeks ago, this new dog went in and got neutered. Poor guy. And now he was finally ready for transport. So last night, he got into a transit down in Texas, along, I think, him and 20 other animals that are being transported around whatever the United States. They left about, I think it was 9 o'clock last night. And Melissa just got a text, and they just sent pictures of him just before he was getting off the transit. Originally, they figured it would get here Saturday. Today is Friday, Valentine's Day. And they're actually now expected to be at the house in Cloquet. This is coming all the way from College Station, Texas. It should be at the house, they're predicting, around 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock tonight. So it's a super exciting day. The dog isn't going to know what hit it, going from, I don't know what it was, like 70 degrees down in Texas last night, and it'll probably be around 10 below when it gets here tonight. Melissa has had Rottweilers in the past, and she really likes that breed of dog, just because for her, the dogs are for protection. Before we came up here to Minnesota, she had Nellie and Mason. Mason was a pit bull, Nellie is American Bulldog, and I mean, you literally, there's just no way you would get in the house. There just isn't. They would have given their life before you could get to her. And it will, she had the Rottweilers before, and she said they're even more protective, so it'll be nice. Surprisingly found the parts I think I need. Looks like it's a Tuscany faucet. Now I'm going to meet Melissa here for lunch, and then I'll head back to the house. Well, we finished eating and I drove back here now, and I'm at the post office. We usually check this post office box every Friday. I think I will try this one out, make sure that it works before I pull the cold water side. Well, that did not help. And if that happens, that usually means that that the corrosion over time has made little, I don't know, screwed up where it actually goes in, so water can get around it. I mean, it's slowing down. When I first put it in, it was really fast, so maybe, I don't know. I'll have to watch this and see. Otherwise, I just spent $8 on 2 cartridges that I didn't need to do. I mean, I have only used the one. I could return the other one. I'll watch it and see. I might have to just, I mean, I guess there's probably other parts in there too, but when it gets to be that far, then I would just buy a whole new faucet and be done. Well, this afternoon we've just been picking some things up. We're just getting ready for the new dog to show up here. We're not sure what time. It's kind of an unorganized rescue, or the transit people. The rescue people were fine, but the transit. And we don't know if they're going to be here around 10 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning. We have no idea. And they haven't messaged Melissa back since about 1:30 this afternoon. And right now it's, I don't know, probably a little bit after 6 o'clock. And it's kind of sad. We have Nellie's blankets from her kennel in here being washed. Well, it's about 9:30 at night right now. I just looked at the temperature. It's 8.8 degrees. And that wind is really blowing, so I don't know what the wind chill is. The new dog is still on its way up here. At first, they didn't think they'd get here till 2 or 3 in the morning. So then they were gonna wait and just do it like in the daylight. But then instead of going, and this is, I don't know, instead of going to western Minnesota and then coming here, which is east, they're gonna come here first so they can drop the dog off at midnight. And then they're gonna go west, and then from there they're gonna go all the way to Pennsylvania. They don't stop. There's 2 guys and all they've been doing is driving. So anyway, at midnight, which is way past my bedtime, the dog should be here and I'll still be up. Melissa washed Nellie's old blankets 3 times and now they're in the dryer. Well, we haven't had any update for a while. We're still waiting. I tell you, them Texas boys are gonna have a I don't know what that temp was down there, but when they get out up here, it's gonna be a slap in the face. Well, we just got an update, and apparently they're down in Albert Lee, Minnesota, which is at the fastest you can get here, 3.5 hours away. They said they're stuck in some traffic something, and I looked on Minnesota 511 and it shows no incidents. But anyway, we're gonna hop into bed. Melissa set the alarm for either 3 or 3:30 in the morning, and we'll see what happens. Well, it's 5 after 5 right now. Still no dog. I slept good from midnight to 4. Melissa hasn't slept a wink all night. I feel pretty good. 4 hours, I can work with that, but she's gonna need a nap. Melissa just fell asleep. The last time that she heard from the transport people, it was 2:30 in the morning, and she just could not sleep. And now I see she's asleep, so looks like I'm on day shift for a while. Well, the new ETA for the dog showing up is 9 o'clock this morning. And that's about 5 minutes from now. Melissa's so excited right now. He's a big boy.
Want a treat? There you go. That was gentle. Oh.
Joni don't know what to think. Man, he's a big boy.
Hi. Actually, when he saw the kennel, he was like, I'm not going in there. And so,
You a big boy. Come here. The dog is half as big as a horse, but any of the cats he's really afraid of. Curious of, I should say.
okay.
He's finally getting more comfortable.
I will. Did you get any pictures that I sent yet? Okay.
Well, I'm just running up to the store right now. Melissa had a list of stuff that she was going to be cooking today for the As the Rooster Crows channel, and one of them is her keto lasagna. We were thinking about maybe doing her jambalaya, and I don't know what the other ones were, but I mean, she didn't even get 2 hours of sleep last night, so I said, you know what, I am going to go up to the store and get us some ribeye steaks, and I will cook lunch for her. And I wish I would have known this yesterday, that they were going to be so late, because I would have taken out some of the meat that Bruce brought us. We're dying to try that, but I don't have time to thaw it out right now before lunch. The animal transport guy said that, you know, they got into southern Minnesota, and remember how windy it was yesterday. Well, down there, it's all farm fields, so that snow was blowing across the road, and he said he literally couldn't see the lines on the road, so they had to pull over and just stop for the night. But the mistake they made is they should have told us about it. They knew that at, I don't know, 10:30 to 11:30 last night. Melissa wouldn't have had to stay up all night. We could have just known that, okay, you're going to be here at 7 or 9 o'clock in the morning. So that part was too bad. I think for lunch I'm going to cook her some ribeye steaks, fried potatoes, macaroni and cheese, and I think I'm going to get a can of the mixed southern greens. Time Time to get back there and fire up the barbecue. It's already 20 minutes to 11, and when I barbecue, I always start the barbecue at 10:30, so it all works out. So we're eating by noon. Probably be a little afternoon today. The temperature is up to 23 degrees. It feels pretty nice out. I'm a little limited on space on the island table here today because Melissa she had these really nice food processors down in Louisiana, and then when the house flooded, they were lost. And then from there moved into the fifth wheel where you don't have any room. And so we just had this real little one. This worked pretty good. Probably still have that one, I'm not sure. So for Valentine's Day, I bought her some really nice food processors, which will also come in handy when she's doing the cooking videos on As the Rooster Crows. So she's got a smaller one right there, and then this one here. I don't know, she was trying to explain to me everything that it does, but everything but cook, I guess. Some seasoning salt, some onion powder, some garlic powder. I'm going to actually let these cook for a while before I put the onions in this time, because if you put the onions in first, you're going to end up with kind of blackened onions by the time you're all done. So doing it a little bit different, I do it both ways, and I'll wait till the potatoes are starting to get soft, and then I'll throw the onions in. Get some water heating up for the macaroni and cheese. So these two, that was like a family pack special thing, and this one here was in the reduced area, so I couldn't pass it up, so I'm going to cook 3 of them today. They'll get eaten eventually. Let these potatoes cook for another 5 minutes or so, and then we'll go out and throw the steaks on the grill. Get the onions thrown into here. It's 25 degrees out here now, and even with that wind, it feels pretty nice. turn that down.
He's like, I want that bone.
He does. He smells that bone every time.
Yeah. What's in there? Huh? Huh? Ooh, what is this? Huh? Is this your toy and your shoe?
You can eat.
Oh, yay!
Dog's gonna bark all night long probably tonight. Well, Melissa's in there taking a nap right now. I actually took about a 45-minute nap, which usually I can get about a 20 minutes down, but 45 is pushing it. I'm gonna let her sleep for, I don't care, 2, even 3 hours or so, since she didn't get anything last night. But right now I want to run out. Chickens have been neglected. I need to give them some water, see if there was any eggs. I mean, I'm sure that they're fine, but I didn't check them yesterday. Hey girls, how's it going? Oh, you guys are almost full of water. Melissa must have come out here. Yes, well, there's a couple eggs. Looks like we got 2 eggs here. I don't even know if Melissa came out and checked these I don't think she did. We were just all about the dog yesterday, so. How you doing in there, Moo? You nice and warm on that heated blanket?
Hey, Big Boy. I see you coming over here.
Doesn't know what to think about those cats, huh?
Oh, look, she got his bone thing.
Oh no!
That's-
Well, I really had plans today to come out here, and I even bought another cement blade for my skill saw, my circular saw. I've got another one here already. And I was just gonna take it and start cutting strips across here and then just hit it with your hammer and they just break right off. I just wanted to get back beyond the chairs, just open this part up, just, you know, for something to do, but the way the whole thing worked with the dog, and then, you know, Melissa up all night, me up part of the night, and it just didn't work out that way. But I mean, it'll get there eventually. What are you doing, Runny? You don't want to be a workshop cat when there's no heat in here right now. When I let the new dog out, we have to keep it on a leash to use the bathroom because, you know, it doesn't know where home is. It's calmed down a lot. It was this, you know, I mean, it's been real docile, very well-mannered dog, but, you know, it was freaked out this morning, of course, and it's really calmed down and seems real happy. Right now, you know, as far as names go, we've been kicking some of them around before we got him, but we wanted to wait until we got him. And one name that we were not even thinking about was calling him Bear. And Melissa brought that up today because when he like was Joni and him were playing with the toys, he'll growl, and when he growls, he sounds just like a bear. So I'm not sure if that's going to be the name, but it might be. He is about 3 years old, and he weighs 130 pounds right now, so he's a big boy.
Well, on our menu are some culinary catastrophes, as we create a deep dish delight, and I do mean deep, prepared with...
Come here. When Melissa leaves the room, he just stands there and waits.
No wagon.
Okay, everyone. Well, Melissa and I are going to bed. I don't even know what time it is. We watched Svengoolie, and then Star Trek was on, and Buck Rogers was on, so it's got to be right around 11 o'clock. So hopefully the both of us will sleep good tonight. I know that both dogs seem content. He was barking a lot earlier today, and he didn't bark at all tonight. And Joni, she's pretty quiet. We put a blanket between them so they can't see each other, so hopefully they'll get a good night's sleep tonight too.
Joni, give me that ball. You greedy girl. You got all the toys.
Melissa is making keto lasagna today for lunch. Well, Melissa has the keto lasagna and garlic bread in the oven right now. And I was going to do a video, you know, within this video like usual of the stuff from the P.O. box. But what I have to do right now is, like, if she's in the kitchen, we have to watch that new dog because it seems to be very curious with cats. And it's actually lunged a little bit, and he's so big I can't tell if he's playing or not. Melissa has dealt with a lot more dogs than I have. For me, usually it's always a lab, and train. You have to retrieve ducks for me, you have to go grouse hunting, you know, and stuff. So anyway, right now somebody has to sit with him, even though he's real calm, just to make sure, you know, once he gets used to everything, it'll be a lot different. So I might do a separate video later this week because I've got a busy beginning of the week with work, and then the end of the week slows down. And I'll be up here at the end of this week again. And I might do a separate video on the P.O. box, or I'll put it all into the next video. I'm not sure yet, but we got some pretty neat stuff. I mean, we've gotten, somebody sent up a camera. I got a big box of stuff for the workshop. And anyway, I just want to go through that and give it the right amount of time. And I'm not going to be able to fit it into this weekend's video. It smells really good in here.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy. It feels good.
I'm just sitting out here watching him while I edit the video that you're watching right now. Looks really, really good. Well, here's the finished product, the keto lasagna, and you said it's keto garlic bread? Mm-hmm. I'll put a link to it in the description. Looks delicious. Okay, everyone. Well, thanks a lot for watching. That was another few days at the farmhouse that did not go at all as I had planned, but everything turned out pretty good. I will see you guys on the next video.